Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Ready for an architectural time travel adventure?
Definitely. Let's go. Let's check out history and your SUV.
Absolutely. Let's go. Tarini, our real test will be when we leave these smooth roads. But luckily for us, our EXTER front and rear suspension, along with high ground clearance feature, is built for uneven terrain.
Much like the Jahaz Mahal. They have adapted so beautifully for the summer and the monsoon challenges. Just wait and see.
It's not hard to picture this place with a shimmering reservoir, but I can imagine how stunning the reflections of the Mahal must have been.
That is the brilliance of the design. This entire reservoir transferred cool air to blend in engineering and the aesthetics of the architecture. And because the reflection of the Mahal in the water made it look like a ship, and hence the name the Jahaz Mahal.
Wow.
Till date, the sheer elegance and the symmetry stands out. So Dinesh, look at those minarets. Those were not just decorative, they were functional as well, as they used to channelize all the water during the monsoons.
Wow, that's quite impressive actually, just like this car. Sharp design and clever functionality. Look at those roof rails, stylish and practical.
Wow.
Each of these chhatris has a different number of pillars. Was that by design or just a coincidence?
Nothing was coincidence, it was all design. The Lodi era architects are a proof of the design that exists. All these pillars that you see are a symmetry created with variety, so that your eye is drawn through the entire terrace.
Well, that creativity reminds me of how Hyundai SUVs are designed. The EXTER's edge-shaped LED DRLs, unique taillights and intricate details balance style with functionality. Just like these chhatris, every feature serves a purpose, but also adds to the overall elegance.
Old Delhi lanes can be a nightmare, but this turning radius is a lifesaver.
Like Ghalib's poetry, layered and complex. But once you figured it out, it's effortless. हजारों ख्वाहिशें ऐसी कि हर ख्वाहिश पे दम निकले. बहुत निकले मेरे अरमान लेकिन फिर भी कम निकले.
Wow, wow. This house is so unassuming. Who would guess it belonged to a legend?
Well, that's Ghalib for you. His grandeur lay in his words and not in his surroundings. Some of these letters capture his pain of the 1857 revolt. His mere words were a mirror to his soul.
It's amazing how his legacy thrives in such fragile paper.
Absolutely.
It's incredible how much of Ghalib's soul is preserved here. His poetry was a window into the struggles, joys and transformation of his era.
Exactly. Ghalib captured the essence of human emotion with such precision that it transcends time. His work reflects the same timeless quality we aim for in architecture building, something that resonates across generations.
Look at this, the craftsmanship of his attire, the intricate embroidery. It reminds me of how Hyundai SUVs like the EXTER balance micro SUV styling with meticulous attention to detail, such as the use of silver skid plates. Every element has a story, just like these walls.
True, just as Ghalib's works are celebrated for their depth and meaning, Design, whether in clothing, architecture or vehicles, should connect with people on a personal level. That's what makes it memorable.
This sound system really brings the ghazals to life. It's like being in a live mehfil.
Absolutely. And the automatic climate control ensures that no matter how chaotic it is outside, the cabin inside stays just right. It's like a personal retreat on wheels.
Correct.
You know what, Tarini? This place feels like a forgotten time capsule. Look at the gate, 50-meter tall. Even an elephant can enter quite easily.
You're right. In fact, this was called the Hathi Gate so that the decorated elephants could sway in. And this, is the last built Mughal palace, a symbol of the poignant stylization of a fading empire.
Well, without wasting time, let's go inside.
Let's do it. This palace is a tale of two eras. Akbar Shah II built this main mahal in the 18th century, whereas the gate that we saw was built by Bahadur Shah Zafar in the 19th century, blending into distinctive architectural styles.
That's fascinating, almost like an evolving blueprint of history. And Zafar's story adds such a somber note. Imagine wishing to rest here, but ending up in Rangoon, exiled.
Absolutely. It's very tragic. Zafar had envisioned this place as his resting place. But history often rewrites our plans, doesn't it?
Absolutely. His story feels like a reminder of resilience though. In a way, that gate still stands tall, just like his legacy, preserving the echoes of his time.
True that.
It's quite fascinating actually.
Absolutely. See these arches? These are a hallmark of the Mughal architecture, designed for both function and aesthetics. And remember those domes that we saw outside?
Yep.
They're called the Bengali domes and add a regional flair. It's where the Mughal and the Indian styles converge beautifully.
It's like a seamless integration, blending strengths from two approaches. Reminds me of how Hyundai SUVs combine premium design with utility, like the aerodynamically sculpted roofline on the EXTER.
Exactly. Structures, just like the cars, are a reflection of thoughtful design and purpose. This palace tells a story not just through the grandeur, but also its intelligent use of space and detail.
Makes you appreciate how innovation evolves over time, yet some principles like balance and elegance always stay timeless.
Tarini, a drive like this really highlights the perfect blend of modern comfort and timeless beauty. Just like how this EXTER takes you back to the basics of driving with added convenience of technology.
Exactly. It's like this SUV. The design is forward-thinking, but it's still grounded in the values like comfort and efficiency. It's a balanced mix of the old and the new.
Speaking of convenience, with BlueLink, I can get real-time traffic updates. And it looks like we are going to hit a bit of a jam ahead, but I can reroute us easily.
That's brilliant! It's like the car knows the road better than we do. Feels almost like the EXTER is constantly connected, keeping us informed and in control.
Exactly. Cheers to more trail adventures like this with rugged Hyundai EXTER for all difficult terrains.